Blood spilt.
What's up?
Hey YouTube, what is up? We are back.
Bros before bows.
Bros before bows. So we had a company reach out to us and ask if we wanted to do a collaboration. So we thought we would say yeah.
Sure. Yeah. They wanted to send us some product and give us an opportunity to get it out there and give people a discount.
Yeah. So we decided that'd be a good idea. It's not the first time. So it's actually Blackbeard fire starters were reached out to us and asked if we would talk about their products a little bit. And like I was saying before, it's not the first time that we've worked with one of their products. Actually, the Blackbeard itself.
Yeah, we've got a video if you're interested already out there. Pyro Putty versus Blackbeard fire starter, and we compare the two in a real outdoors situation, I guess you could call it, in Washington, where
probably one of the more extreme environments that you would need a fire starter.
A good fire starter, especially because it's so moist. Western Washington, and we did have some experiences out there that taught us a lesson about having fire starter.
That's exactly right. So the year before that, and that year, it seems like every year in September in Western Washington, it's pretty wet. So that led us to do some research into companies and figure out which fire starter works best for us. So I'll introduce you to some of the products. We first worked with this their basic product, their Blackbeard, and like Josh said, if you want to see that video and see how we lit this stuff and how it worked, which it worked quite well for us out in the field. But another product that I was actually really interested in looking into is their fire plugs, specifically for the backpacking or backcountry type application. What do you think about that, Josh? What?
Well, in comparison between these two products, I mean, this is a little bit less one-time use type of thing. When I used it before, I tried to just cut a piece of it off. It worked all right, but I think the fire plugs, go ahead and open it.
Crack these open.
The fire plugs are going to be really handy out in the field for a couple reasons. Pretty small, compact, one-time use piece here. And you can take a few of those if you want to use it for survival. That's pretty much what I use fire starter for. I don't light a fire unless we absolutely have to.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily ultimate survival situation, but if we get wet or really cold, a fire can really save the day.
Well, that was one thing that I remember in our first trip out, and Josh had actually had some fire starter. I didn't actually pack any. And one thing that he said, and I can't remember exactly how he said it, but a fire can actually change the mood or the morale of the entire camp, whether you absolutely need it or not. One of the things that we want to stress is make sure that you know the fire restrictions for that area, that time period. Don't go out and just starting fires just for the hell of it.
But in a survival situation, you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly.
To survive.
So if you get lost, or if you need a fire for some reason, a signal fire, that can actually save your life.
Yeah.
So that's the one application that I was actually really excited about these fire plugs is for, they're obviously a lot lighter weight than the full rope, the Blackbeard altogether. Now the difference is that I've kind of researched through these products. The fire plugs have a shelf life of 30 years, which that's actually quite a long time.
About matches your survival food.
Yeah, so your survival food or your 72-hour kit, whatever you want to call it, emergency go bag or whatever you want to call it. If you want to throw that in there, just remember 30 years. Now, the shelf life of this Blackbeard, they say is indefinite. This product, they say it'll last pretty much forever. So that brings me to another application. Now, I actually picked up this grab it and go kit off of their website. Pretty cool little thing. And it came with 3 of those Blackbeard ropes, and it came with this plasma lighter. And what I plan on doing is actually switching this plasma lighter out for a ferro rod and throwing this in my emergency kit that I keep in my car. And that actually looks a little bit like this. And you might think, well, why would you keep an emergency kit in your car and why does it look like that? One of the things that I'd recommend if you're gonna keep something with emergency supplies in your car, try to keep away from something that looks tactical. Why do you think that might be?
People are gonna want a jacket. It looks expensive.
Looks expensive, and that's what people think is they think, well, it's either got supplies or a gun in there.
Yeah.
So they'll go right to it. Now, if you've got this old JanSport, they might just think it's full of like
Books.
science books or something. Anyway, just a tip. So,
Science. Why wouldn't you want this in there?
that's a good question. We talked about this, and so this is a rechargeable plasma lighter, which is super cool. And the only problem is if I throw it in that emergency kit and I don't charge it, or I don't have a way to recharge it when it's done, it's done. So for something that's more emergency that maybe I might not be getting into every day, something a little more primitive that I can use like a ferro rod or a striker or whatever it might be. Matches. That's actually probably what I'll go with instead of, well, ferro rod will probably work fine.
Yeah,
too.
we just have a few of their products. They do have waterproof matches on one of their products. So this is all they would send us.
So this is actually a great idea for like the hunt.
Yeah.
Because you're always needing something to light things with. And
I use it to light my
jet oil. And you always have, well, you should always have some type of electronics that you're going to be recharging, and it recharges the same way with a USB plug. So there you go.
Piece of cake.
Anything else you want to add on Blackbeard fire starters?
Promo code BROS for 10% off.
That's all capitals, bros. So don't say we didn't give you anything. Like I said, if you're not going to go with Blackbeard, make sure that when you go out in the backcountry, you have something. But if you want to save some money, Blackbeard, most of the products are made in the USA. It's a great company. Seem like really great guys. So yeah, why not?
And we'll be posting some comparisons or just demonstration videos. Tune into our Instagram, Bros Before Bows Hunting, and we'll probably have a lot of short videos on there.
That's right. Thanks for watching. If you've got questions, hit us up in the comments, and like and subscribe.
Yeah, we'll probably put a link in the description.
Yeah, so look in the link in the description below, and if you forgot what it is, like I said, it'll be in there. Peace.